Feminists claim to love women until a woman says something that they don't agree with. Then the gloves come off and their true colors show. Because instead of being a responsible adult, feminists want to dodge accountability for their actions and decisions. Abortion is murder. Don't care what you say. Keep your legs closed if you don't want a baby.
Well, you've just proven how poorly educated you are, because by saying that abortion is murder or that women should just keep their legs closed isn't just ignorant, it's offensively reductive. I mean, looking at you, I could tell that school might have been a challenge. Do you actually believe that pregnancy is some divine punishment for...
This is an old lady. This is somebody's grandma that basically called a young woman stupid. This is the feminist. But let's go on. Let's get all of her talking points.
A woman not being virginal enough, that a woman's legs are the gatekeepers of morality, while the man who literally causes pregnancy gets a free pass? That's not logic. That's misogyny with a high school understanding of biology at best for you. Consent to sex is not consent to pregnancy, and it's certainly not consent to being forced into childbirth. You're parroting talking points that completely erase male responsibility as if women impregnate themselves. It's embarrassing that you speak with such certainty while lacking even the most basic grasp of science, ethics, or reality. You're not making a moral argument. You're spewing judgment and shame dressed up as virtue. If you actually cared about life, you'd care about the maternal mortality rate, poverty, abuse, foster care, and holding men accountable. But you don't. You just want to punish women. That's not intelligence. It's internalized misogyny on autopilot. You look ridiculous.
This is somebody's feminist grandma, aunt, something, spewing these ideas, claiming that she loves women and all of this stuff. But before we address anything else, let's talk about accountability. Because Tani is saying hold men accountable, and I'm inclined to agree. Men need to stop putting babies in women that they don't want for the long term. My mom used to have this saying, some to play with, some to stay with. Because we as men, we know the difference. But for some reason, y'all keep putting babies in these women, getting them pregnant. Now, Tani, you want to shift accountability to one side. If you really believed in women's empowerment, you would empower them to make better decisions. See, I talk about marriage positively on this channel. I'm married going on 4 years. I tell men, pick good women. Pick a woman you want to raise your daughter, a woman that you want your daughter to mimic. That's an easy barometer that anybody can follow. I tell men, have fun with the fun girl. Are important to the ecosystem. They're important to the dating ecosystem. You don't have to avoid them. But make sure you go down to your local CVS so you don't become a victim of these women. But Tani is telling women that men are to blame solely if a woman gets pregnant. The red pill has a popular saying, it's women give access to sex, men give access to relationships. But we're going to table that for now. She talked about women's mortality rate in birth. It's very important. Men, listen closely to me for a second. Women can die. If you have not had a child, that woman that you don't want for the long term could pass away before, during, and after trying to bring that child into the world. You already don't want the responsibility of a broken home. You definitely 100% do not want to be a single father. Raising kids is extremely time consuming. So you can play the game on easy mode and do it with somebody that you choose to commit to, as easy as it can be, raising kids, or you can play it on hard mode. It's absolutely your choice, but you have to make it before the child gets here, before that woman gets pregnant. Now, back to Tani. Tani said the woman in the video who told you to keep your legs closed wants to punish women. By giving you the advice your dad would have given you, she's punishing women. But you're not being punished by this vintage lady that's telling you that removing babies from your womb via a medical procedure is the best thing for you to do. Nah, she's just supporting women. We have to be living in a joke of society if that's where our morals are. You can do what you want, but like smoking, it's not bad for everybody, but it's not good for anybody. Women, do not let these delusional feminists act like you have no voice and no say in the matter. You have the option to pick and choose the men in your life. Pick a man with some character, integrity, and some money. Absolutely. It costs to raise a family. He doesn't have to be rich or anything like that, but he should have enough going for himself where he isn't borrowing money to eat or something like that. But if you're letting every Tom, Richard, or Harry have their way with you, you're absolutely selling yourself short. I'm not telling you to have fun. I'm not telling you not to have fun. But whatever you do, don't have a baby with somebody that you aren't married to. Not engaged, not, oh, we love each other, married. Don't put your life at risk and commit to having a kid for a man who won't commit to protecting you with his time, his body, and his resources. That's my wisdom for the day. Shame on this grandma for trampling women's empowerment. You can make good decisions for your life that would allow you to be strategic about who you want around for the long term.